Hi there, this is Thomas, your speed reading coach, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to speed read in the bus. Yeah, so basically a lot of the time people tell me that when they're traveling it's not the best time for them to read, or they give it as an excuse saying, hey, I didn't read the 5 books these last 5 days because I was traveling, because I was on a plane, because I just didn't have much time. And I go like, oh, couldn't you read on the bus when you're going somewhere, just 1 hour a day, half an hour a day? Wasn't that an option? Couldn't you just wake up half an hour earlier? I mean, just for you. You're not doing this for me, you're doing this for you. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to speed read in the bus. So first step, I recommend that you either have a Kindle or just do an audiobook and just speed it up. So for trips, I really enjoy audiobooks just because you can, chill and just listen to them. You can even play them a couple times faster. I usually prefer not 2.5 times, but at least 2 times or 1.5. And get something that you don't need to, only pick out these certain things from. Get something that's really high value for you, all of the material, so that you don't need to be skimming around through the audio as you can comfortably do with a book. Or if you're reading a book, I also like for these travels to have a book that you don't really need to extract also so many things out of it, but something more poetic, something more that you read word by word, like a novel, or just something that's more textual than with too much structure, which I usually love when I'm just speed reading, not on travel. So that's basically the intro for this. Now, when you're reading, I absolutely love Kindle. There's like several hundred books in here, and you can just pick any one of them. Anything from speed reading to spirituality to business to sex, anything you want, you just find it here. So that's really cool. And at different different moods, different different moon, full moon, maybe you want to read something different, right? Or whatever. So that's why I recommend Kindle. Just grab that. And then a couple guidelines here. If you're reading with Kindle, a lot of time people ask me, how do you read with Kindle? So a cool way to start is to start by previewing the highlights. So preview the highlights that are on your Kindle. It's very easy. Just go to settings and then preview. Then you have a sort of a context for continuing to read the book. Then the second thing, also because it's not so easy to skim with Kindle, how much time are you going to be clicking that? It's very much easier with a book. So pick something that you can just go through at one time. So audiobooks, Kindle, or just a simple book that you can read without really skipping too much, or that you don't really need to take that many notes on. And it's also nice to highlight, if you're just reading a book on your own, and to highlight on Kindle, it's also a great idea. Now, also important to mention here, you're not obliged to read as you travel. Sometimes you just want to, chill, look at the window. Can you just show the window? Can you just do that? Yeah. So you can just, check out the trees, or right behind me here. So that's fun too. And you don't necessarily always have to be doing audiobooks. You don't have to be reading books all the time. It's fun to just, relax and enjoy at times too. So don't be too uptight about that, but also make sure that because all the time in our day that we don't put high priority actions into, we tend to do low priority actions during them. That's just how we work. We're creatures of habit. If we have free time and we don't have high priority habits fixed, then we just tend to do low priority habits. Like when I used to study, I remember I would go and study philosophy, and then when I would study, it would be like a short break, so people can go and relax, maybe go grab a coffee. It's like 10 minutes, and I would sometimes go to smoke some tobacco in the smoking place. It's nice to just socialize, hang out with the students. Nice way to do that. But then I changed that with reading. So then there's 10 minutes, and I just go ahead and read, or go ahead and translate something, work on something. You just see how your energy levels skyrocket when you truly, instead of doing something that diminishes your energy and depletes you, which I'm not saying, hey, stop every negative habit you have, or smoking is bad. Everything has its own place, its own time. But I really recommend to replace all the habits that are not useful with something like reading, with something like, even just kind of setting the thoughts in your head right about what to do next, about what's important for you. Etc. Just brainstorming, just writing, really amazing activities. Just speaking with people that really elevate you So these are just some guidelines of what to do in the travel. Like sometimes I would even have this idea like, this person next to me, should I just be speaking with this person on the plane, that I just random person, or should I be reading? Right, and a lot of the time I just choose to read, but sometimes it's also nice to do something that's less than productive and just do something that's fun. So I want to leave you with that, and maybe you've seen this whole video and you're like, so give me some actual speed reading tips, motherfucker. I want to answer that as well. If you're reading books, make sure to only focus on parts that are important for you. Make sure, just very simple tip, let me just show you, I'm on Kindle, just something you can take and apply now. So any book. So you have the book. What you can do here is you can either be reading left to right, or you can be reading like that, or you can be reading like that. There's many different ways. This is called the infinity. This is called the zigzag. So something like a few lines at a time. When you're doing the zigzag, you go left to right, then you go right to left, and left to right again. Infinity also maybe 3 lines, and you go like that. 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines. Just practice, practice, practice. Also on Kindle, I really love reading top to bottom, or just having my thumbs like that. Yeah. So these are just some effective, valuable techniques for reading on Kindle. Same can be applied for books. If you want to just practice reading faster, try and do them faster than you're comfortable with. Try and do them faster than is normal to you. And that can already elevate and increase your reading speed. So I hope this was helpful, how to read on the bus, how to read as you travel, and hope you can find that any free time you have that would use for unproductive activities, or would just be confused and thinking, oh, what should I be doing next? And other kinds of BS like that, dedicated to reading, dedicated to something that's really driving you forward, that really excites you the most. And that can be chilling sometimes. So with that in mind, if you'd like to learn more about speed reading, check out the link right here, where I'm going to show the link. No, sure. So in this link, just click it, and I'm going to send you my free awesome course on how to read faster, really value packed. Check it out, and I'm going to speak with you soon. Thomas, your speed reading coach, and bye-bye.